Pump up the jam, pump it up, while your beat is thumping and the jam is... Hey! Well, it's March 27th there on a Saturday, and we have a fight coming up tonight between Marcos Maidana and Victor Cayo. And this is like an eliminator fight, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to break down both the fighters and then give my prediction, and you know how that goes. Start off with Marcos Maidana, 27-1, 26 knockouts, 93% knockout ratio, so we know he's got power, right? Or perceived power, anyway. He TKO'd Ortiz, but that was more the cut. It was a great battle, going into that. He lost a split decision to Kotelnik, and after we saw Amir Khan dominate him, you kind of wonder, what kind of fighter is this guy? Is he going to be able to have what it takes to really be an elite fighter? Because Kotelnik is a very good professional fighter. He's solid in all aspects of it. Now, that's not a good loss to have on your record when you're trying to, say, hey, I'm this, I'm that. I'm just throwing that out there. Nothing against Kotelnik, sorry about that. I'm just trying to get my face lined up. Is he a bit chinny? He got knocked down 3 times in that Ortiz fight. I mean, he gets back up. I'm not saying that he's not getting back up, but he is very open. He's very susceptible to right hands. And Ortiz was connecting with that right hook and just leveling him with it. It's like he didn't even see it. He's not even looking for it. His D's not not really there once he's gunning for you. He'll start out and he'll have his hands here, but the second he wants to throw punches, which is pretty much all the time, the D is not really existent. His D is more his offense and just coming at you and throwing a lot of power shots, because he doesn't really throw a jab a whole lot. And back to that chinny thing, he got knocked down by Omar Leon, who's only a 10% knockout kind of guy. So just throwing that out there. Now, he has faced a better opposition with Ortiz and Kotelnik than Cayo has faced. He works the jab, he works the body. His combos to the head and body, he loads up so much on them, it's hard to really say, hey, he throws nice combos, because he's not as fast as you would expect him to be. He moves straight back, which is not and forward. Straight back and forward. When he's backing up, he goes straight back. When he comes forward, it's straight ahead. It's not going to be good against guys that have movement and of the like. He drops his left when he loads up. He drops his right when he throws left. He's not fast, as I said, but he's a very active fighter. I mean, I think he threw like 1,200 punches or over 1,200 punches in the Kotelnik fight. And, people talk about that with the Diaz, or not Diaz, but Manny Pacquiao threw all those shots against Clottey. He gets hit too much, and he gets hit flush, so that's not a good thing. So you don't really want to see a whole lot of that happening. He's still too wild. Seems to be throwing a little bit straighter, and that can add to your speed and can also add to your power. But he still throws very, very wild. He's only had 5 fights that went past 5 rounds. He lost one of them in split decision. He had a decision, and it was only a 6-rounder. The other 3 were KOs. So how is his stamina really going to be if he has to chase somebody around that can move, that can create stuff? Because let's be honest, Kotelnik's not one of those guys that dances around a ring. He's pretty much right there for you. So, taking that in consideration, let's go over to Victor Cayo, 24-0, 16 knockouts, 64% knockout ratio. He's 5'11", so throwing that out there with Maidana only being 5'9", might pose a little bit there, because his style is very different. When I watch him, he's very awkward, doesn't really rely on his hands so much for his defense as he does his body movement, getting out of the way of the shots and punches. He has decent power. Over half his wins have come against guys that have 500 or less in losing records. his top two fighters that he's actually fought have been Julio Reyes and Julio Diaz, and Julio Diaz is not Juan Diaz, okay? So his level of opposition isn't that great. He relies, as I said, he relies strictly on movement for his defense. He has very good speed. He's a good counterpuncher, throws combos, nice uppercuts that seem to come out of nowhere. But how's his chin? How is he going to be able to withstand a punch like Maidana is able to throw? If he gets hit, is he going down? His hands, as I said, are horrendous as far as defense goes. Offensively, very nice. He can throw any punch in the book, but he better stay away. You know what I mean? So, looking at all that stuff, when you compare the two fighters, there's a style matchup here that's got potential. It's got potential to be very exciting. Or it could be a one-round knockout, goodbye, nighty-night sleep thing. I don't think it's going to go that way. I think it'll be a bit of a war, because I don't know how much, really, if Maidana's power carries late, because he knocks everybody out so early, but they're not great fighters. So you have that to go with. Does he have the power to carry late? He couldn't do it against Kotelnik. Then again, I mean, Kotelnik's got a head like a brick. I mean, he can really take a good shot. So how is this going to play into effect? And this is kind of how I see it. I see it as it's going to be a war. Maidana's going to be coming straight forward. He's going to be taking a lot of shots to give his shots. Problem is I don't see Cayo standing around and being willing to take those shots. He's going to use his movement and going to go side to side. This is going to throw Maidana off. I think I'm going for the upset here. I don't know if it is an upset, but I think it is. I think I see Cayo making it to the end and having his hand raised at the end victorious. I don't think there's going to be a knockout in this fight, because I think they both can. I definitely know Maidana can take some punches and get back up. So, with that being said, I think Cayo takes this by decision. All right? And will El Chino be able to pump up the jam? You know what I'm saying? Just saying. All right? Hey, it's Bigragu. You have a great evening. I'm out.